everybody. It's Harold Reynolds. Thanks for playing MLB The Show.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and welcome to MLB. Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and welcome to MLB The Show.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Rasmus, still ranging back. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. A solo shot for Jacoby Ellsbury, number 14 on the season, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Wow, talk about starting the game off fast. We couldn't even get the lineups up yet. He's already homered on the first pitch. There could be fireworks today.
Second.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Harold, these Twins, as they take the field here this afternoon, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, man, I mean, you really want to end the homestand on a great note. This is the last game at home for a really long road trip coming up, so fans are going to have to watch you on TV or listen to it on the radio. You want to give them something to kick them off with, and that is a win today.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion now. First chance for him in this one, as he's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hard liner to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Another hit right there. Man, he is having a big series right here on the road. He's having some kind of impact on this series, the way he's collecting base hits.
At the plate, Robinson Cano, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the AL in RBIs entering play. He pulls this one into right. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. So digging in now, Jose Bautista. A good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which currently sits as 3rd best in the American League. He's set, and the pitch. Hit hard to short. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. Rasmus able to get it back in, and that's going to hold the runner at third base.
He was sitting on that fastball. You can't tell me he wasn't. First pitch fastball, and he turned on it like that. Nice job.
Here's Johnny Peralta now as he swings and hits a laser to right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. 1 run is scored. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game. Here's Kelly Johnson. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue in this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Hit hard to the right, but foul. Three runs already home here. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
The 0-2 pitch. Bouncer down the line, but that one rolls foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get two. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they pick up 3. Adam Wainwright gets the start for Houston in this one. HR, what's the word on
Matt? So very impressive young man. And now he's got a chance to back that performance up again.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Harold taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
We're looking at one hot ball club right now. They're playing well coming into the game, and now here we are in the bottom of the first inning, and they've already got a 3-0 lead. This team is on a roll. They're doing everything right.
On to first by Johnson, and it's in time, 1 away. Here's Brandon Phillips. He begins play in this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. Chopper to short. Throw to first takes care of Phillips, and he's retired for out number 2.
Batting third.
Now to the plate, Lucas Duda. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Well, Matt, Rusty Valentine, don't you love that name, by the way? Hey, look, he likes to call tall zone. He's going to go up high, and he's going to call on the knees. On the corners, he's a little tighter. But if you go up and down, you're going to get a call from Rusty.
And he misses there, 1-2. The 1-2 from Wainwright. Here's a high pop-up. Cano is there for it. And the inning is over. Stepping up now, J.J. Hardy. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a line drive. But that's a foul ball.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Hit high and deep out to left field. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Into the box now, Chris Herman, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Here's Hughes now on 0-1. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, that line drive there is the 7th hit of the game for the team, and it's early in this game. They aren't missing anything. They're not getting cheated, and they're not getting cheapies. They're putting on a laser show.
Here's the first pitch to him. Runner goes for second. Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop. Now a throw behind the runner, and it's in time to get him. And that, folks, is the danger of the hit and run. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alcides Escobar. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. It's a potentially big 2-out hit as Edwin Encarnacion will get to bat here.
Left fielder, Edwin Encarnacion.
Into the box now, Edwin Encarnacion. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Now batting.
Here's Robbie Cano now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. First pitch coming now from Hughes. Line to the right side. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And the second run will score as well, as they've opened it up to 6-0 now.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Line drive to left, and Bautista has a base hit.
Well, back-to-back line drives. They're hitting the ball hard. I'll tell you what, this is a little gut check right now for the pitcher.
Peralta.
Into the box, Johnny Peralta. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to third. And Cano will score. He's
That's how you win games, and he's a big part of it right here. That's his third RBI, and they extend the lead in this ball game.
Striding in once again, Kelly Johnson. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
He comes to the plate with the runner in scoring position. He swung at that first pitch early, kind of ambushed him. I don't think the pitcher expected him to swing at that first pitch.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound, and it looks like that's going to be all for Phil Hughes. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Eric Goodell enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. J.J. Hardy will be his first assignment here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 down, runners at first and second. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
Chris Herman.
In now, Chris Herman, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Ready with the 0-1. And now a bunted, and that is off the first base bag. And they're going to get it out on the play, and that'll be a bizarre ending to the inning. Digging in now, Colby Rasmus. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Hard hit to first. Peralta's up with it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in, Derek Dietrich. Looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Here comes the first pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now. 2 away. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Looks at a 2-seamer right down the middle.
Matt, that ball's right down the middle. It looked like he wasn't even going to offer at it. Some guys don't mind taking the first pitch, and they even feel comfortable when they're down 0-1.
And safe at first on a bang-bang play, as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. In now is Anthony Rendon. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Beautiful day here in Minneapolis as we welcome you back to Target Field for the top of inning number 3. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard up the middle. And this will be out of reach for Phillips at second. It's a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway. So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the 3rd. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base.
Now batting, left fielder
Edwin Encarnacion now. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. First offering on its way. Line towards center field. Hamilton is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. Here's Jay Bruce now. His career line against Wainwright, 12 hits in 41 ABs. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Hit weekly back to the mound. And a rather easy first out. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He went deep in the contest last night. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Escobar has it. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home 3rd.
Center fielder number 8.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ellsbury on the move. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A scoreless half inning there from Adam Wainwright.
Leading off for Houston, third baseman Robinson Cano.
Check to swing there and pops this one up. Barehanded by Phillips. It's there, and he's out. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. And I thought this might have skippers out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I think he'll see what his replay guys think first. Looking at it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he was out or not. Tough call.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Astros are challenging the previous
So here's
play.
one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. That's smoked, but right into the shift. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Now batting.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Pretty much an obligatory take that time.
Yeah, when the first two guys in the inning make first pitch outs, you really don't have much choice.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So a 4-pitch inning as the Astros are retired, but they hold a 9-0 lead.
Second baseman, number 4.
Now he tries to hold back on the check swing, but this is popped foul.
Tell you what, having a big lead early, sometimes that's not always the best thing. But I think what you got to do is still focus on one at bat, one pitch at a time, and not allow a big inning coming at you.
And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Designated hitter, Lucas.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Encarnacion going back, still going back. Gone!
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff, homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Left fielder, Kobe Rasmus.
Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Standing in now, Kobe Rasmus.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Derek Dietrich. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Jonathan Lucroy.
Sid Brennan answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. In is the catcher Jonathan Lucroy. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Ellsbury going back at the track. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. Jonathan Lucroy has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
In now is Anthony Rendon.
As he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield.
And Cano will put this one away for out number 2.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Jay Bruce comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Drilled right back up the middle. There is Escobar. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of Boone Logan will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Here's Kelly Johnson. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. Slapped hard the opposite way. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Stepping in now, J.J. Hardy. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Hamilton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Chris Herman. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. And Ellsbury's aboard with a base hit.
Breaking his heart, Matt. Breaking his heart. You got 2 quick outs. He's thinking he's going to cruise through this thing, and now look at him. Boom, boom, base hits coming back at you. That's why you have to complete the inning.
Into the box now, Alcides Escobar. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Herman rounds third and is digging for the plate. The runner scores from second. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. Astros pick up a run on the RB. Digging in, Andrelton Simmons. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped high in the air. Peralta is there for it. And he hauls it in for the 1st out of the inning.
Center fielder number 8, Billy Hamilton.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Billy Hamilton. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Swinging a looper to left. Encarnacion coasts under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The second baseman.
Here's Brandon Phillips. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. To third. There's Cano. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Twins are down on 4 pitches. And that's not what they needed, down 10-4. Digging in to try it again, Robinson Cano. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Cano waits on the first pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Well, there's another line drive single to start the inning here in the middle innings. I tell you what, they are swinging the bats today. They've had a great game plan. They've been aggressive. They've laid off of balls. They've hit strikes, everything you want, and they're executing to a T.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Rasmus on the run. 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Johnny Peralta. His previous meetings with Boone Logan, 1 for 5. He's taken him deep once. Squared that one up just a little late. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Well, that's his 3rd hit of the night, and are you surprised? That's 3 singles. Now sits 3 for 4 with 3 singles. Not a bad night.
Here's Kelly Johnson. And that's through into center field, base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Designated hitter, J.J. Hardy.
Into the box, J.J. Hardy, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, Chris Herman. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. Ready once again, Jacoby Ellsbury. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1.
Boy, they have just not pitched well at all in this game. I mean, anytime you give up double ditches, the pitching coach starts looking over it.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hamilton going back. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues.
Well, he put himself in a situation where he knew he had to throw a strike. The batter sat there, got the pitch he wanted, and before you know it, ba-boom, 4 runs on the granny.
Jonathan Broxton gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Scooped up on the backhand. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch. Nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5.
Leading off for the Twins, designated hitter, Lucas.
Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game: if this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
Up next,
Standing in now, Colby Rasmus. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Derek Dietrich. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. At second, here's Johnson. Reined in. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Bautista ranging back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there.
Edwin Encarnacion.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 0-1 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. Hamilton is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out.
Now batting.
Here's Robbie Cano now. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle. And Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit.
Back-to-back line drives. Now, the first guy was out, but, man, they're swinging the bat pretty good. These two guys saw him pretty good. Let's see what happens now.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. Hard liner toward short. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
First pitch hitting. If you get the pitch you want and you know he's going to deliver it, you can't miss it. That was a great swing.
Here's Johnny Peralta now, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Phillips for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 left for Houston. In now is Anthony Rendon. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Third baseman.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
A swinging bunt to the mound. No problem here. 1 away.
The batter, right fielder.
Here's Jay Bruce now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent out of foul ball. Another one sent foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Another 0-2 home. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Now batting, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Tapper up the line, but it gets foul. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded to short. Escobar fields it cleanly. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
Billy Hamilton.
Digging in the switch hitter, Billy Hamilton. He flew out in his last at-bat. Bautista over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. And as you can see, digging in and looking for more, Kelly Johnson. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Hard hit ball to second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
The batter, number 3.
Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen.
Has a look, now the pitch. And that's in there, base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he's out on a strong throw. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in once again, Chris Herman. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. From the stretch, sacrifice attempt here. On to first, and there were 2 down. And he's safe.
Now batting,
Jacoby Ellsbury will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. One strike home now to Ellsbury. Now a check swing here and a little looper. Phillips ranging into the outfield. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Astros leave 1, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Here's Brandon Phillips. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Brandon Phillips.
Carlos Cedeno comes on to start the inning, and he'll have a huge lead to work with.
Number 18, Carlos Cedeno.
Right there for strike 1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Pitch on the way. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Here's Lucas Duda now. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. The windup and the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
He was clearly thinking about hitting the ball the other way. Now they're overloading or overshifting all on the right side, and he just shot the ball the other way and is taking what they give him. I don't know why more guys don't do that.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Encarnacion is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Up next for the Twins.
Ready for another chance? Derek Dietrich. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Escobar is there for it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota, and they remain. Coming to the plate now, Alcides Escobar. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point.
Escobar.
He's set. Here it comes. Liner towards second, but there to handle it is Phillips as he pulls it in for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder
Edwin Encarnacion now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Oh, and a big swing by Encarnacion as this is sent out to deep left field. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. 34 home runs now on the year as this lead got even wider.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
now batting, third baseman Robinson Cano.
Here's Robbie Cano now. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Cano's around first, on his way for second now. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game. Striding in, Jose Bautista. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. This is line to left, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Well, that ball fell in. I thought for sure we'd see the guy coming to the plate, but because of the speed of the outfield and that ball hanging up in there, they had to hold him at third. That I credit the outfield defense for speed.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, that's why you hear people say work down in the zone. That's such a difficult pitch to hit. But if the ball's up a little bit to these great hitters, they touch it, it's going out of the ballpark. Right there was a prime example.
Xavier Cedeno comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here's Kelly Johnson. Right back to him, and it's off his shoe. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single. Stepping up to the plate, J.J. Hardy. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Off for second is Johnson. Pitches the throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Hey, not every catcher can make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. So stepping into the box, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill. I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Hit hard on the ground to second. Up with it is Johnson. Throw on to first will get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Twins down to their final out. And stepping in, the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce. In there for strike 1.
Oh, that was a good-looking slider to hit. He kind of hung him one. When you got a slider right there and it's spinning towards you, that's the one you annihilate.
And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Bautista. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
19-5 in this one today. Houston blasted 5 home runs en route to victory. Sid Brennan earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Phil Hughes gave up So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com.